Hey, welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're gearing up for management admissions in 2026, you've landed in exactly the right spot. Today, we're laying down the ultimate, completely demystified roadmap to cracking your prep. We're going to cut through all the online noise, break down the actual facts, and focus purely on what you need to know to succeed.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. We're hitting 5 chapters. What is the GMAT? A GMAT versus CAT comparison, the 2026 exam evolution, the new exam pattern and scoring, and finally, a deep dive right into the syllabus. Let's get into it.
Section 1. What is the GMAT, the global MBA standard?
You hear the acronym all the time, right? But let's actually define the core purpose before we go any further. The GMAT, the Graduate Management Admission Test, is the global standardized exam conducted by the Graduate Management Admission Council. Its entire job is to secure your admission into a Master of Business Administration program. Basically, it's measuring the analytical, quantitative, verbal, and data literacy skills you are absolutely going to need to survive business school. So, why does this specific test hold so much power over your career? Well, think about the number 2,400. That's the massive number of business schools worldwide that accept the score. We're talking about over 7,700 management programs across the USA, Canada, Europe, the UK, Singapore, India, you name it. It is quite literally your global passport. Section 2. GMAT versus CAT comparison. Choosing your path. We can't really talk about management exams in India without addressing the elephant in the room, right? The CAT. The Common Admission Test is the highly competitive domestic giant used primarily for admissions into the incredibly prestigious Indian Institutes of Management, along with a bunch of other top-tier Indian B schools. When we put these two side by side, the structural differences are completely obvious. It's basically flexibility versus rigidity. The GMAT offers incredible flexibility. It's globally accepted. You get multiple attempts per year, your score is valid for 5 whole years, and you actually get to pick your exam dates. Compare that to the CAT. It's primarily for Indian B schools. You get a single, high-pressure attempt once a year, your score is only valid for that 1 year, and the test date is rigidly fixed. So what's the bottom line here? It all boils down to your dream school. Choose the GMAT if you're aiming for an MBA abroad, the Indian School of Business, IM Executive MBAs, or International Master's programs. On the flip side, choose the CAT if your targets are the standard 2-year programs at the IIMs, FMS, or MDI. It's as simple as that. Section 3. The 2026 Exam Evolution. The Modernized GMAT. Okay, if you've been surfing old forums for prep advice, hit refresh. There's an exciting plot twist for 2026. Let's clear up a massive point of confusion first. What was recently referred to as the GMAT Focus Edition is now simply called the GMAT. That's it. There's only one exam available worldwide today. No more classic versus focus debate to worry about. Just one streamlined test. And thank goodness for that, because the old GMAT was an absolute marathon at 3 hours and 7 minutes. It included an essay and an integrated reasoning section. The current GMAT, it's a much leaner, meaner 2 hours and 15 minutes. The essay is completely gone. Integrated reasoning has been totally replaced by a brand new data insight section. The entire vibe of the test is now heavily tilted toward real-world critical thinking. And here is the absolute best news for anyone who hates memorizing pointless rules. Hear this loud and clear. Geometry and sentence correction are no longer part of the exam. I mean, that is truly a game changer. 2 of the most notoriously difficult, rule-heavy subjects have been completely eliminated. You can literally cross them off your study plan right now.
Section 4. Exam Pattern and Scoring. The Leaner Mechanics.
So how does this new leaner exam actually function on test day? Well, forget the old 200 to 800 metric you might be used to seeing. The current GMAT utilizes a unique new scoring scale from 205 to 805. It looks a little weird at first, but this shift is incredibly important. It instantly signals to business schools that you took the updated, modernized version of the test, not the old one. What's really fascinating about this new format is the absolute perfect balance. Picture your 2 hours and 15 minutes divided into 3 perfectly equal slices. Quantitative reasoning, verbal reasoning, and data insights. They each take exactly 45 minutes. And even better, all 3 sections contribute equally to your final score. It is just beautifully, systematically balanced. Section 5. Deep dive into the syllabus. Actionable study areas. Let's wrap this up by looking at the exact topics you need to conquer, specifically in the quantitative section. Since geometry is officially out of your life, your math prep becomes incredibly laser-focused. Under arithmetic, you absolutely must master percentages, ratios, fractions, profit and loss, and averages. For algebra, shift your focus completely to equations, inequalities, functions, and exponents. This is exactly where the bulk of your study hours should go. Just to completely round out your quantitative prep, you absolutely cannot ignore number properties, statistics, and probability. Master these alongside your arithmetic and algebra, and you've basically got the complete picture of your math syllabus for 2026. So, we've broken down the global reach, we've compared your options, celebrated the removal of those brutal subjects, and revealed the new, leaner syllabus. Now, I have to ask, are you ready to start your 2026 roadmap? Especially now that the massive stress of geometry and sentence correction is completely out of the way. Use this explainer as your starting line. Structure your prep around what we just talked about and go absolutely crush that exam. Thanks for joining me today on this explainer.
In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to prepare for the GMAT in just 90 days, even if you're a working professional with limited study time. See you there.